Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 935 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I am so excited to be trying out my first ever TATCHA product. So I got the TATCHA Luminous Dewy Skin Mist in my August 2020 Ipsy glam bag, and this was the product I got to choose, and I'm so excited. It is this adorable little sample size. But TATCHA is an expensive brand. You can get the full-size version of this for $48. So I'm glad I get to try it out in this little size to figure out if I really want to spend that much money on it. But I've heard so many great things about this mist and about TATCHA in general, so I was so excited to be able to choose this as my product for my August glam bag. If you want to see all of the products I got in my August Ipsy glam bag, I'll have my unbagging video linked in the description down below. This sounds so hydrating and nice on the skin. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which I love for hydration. It also has botanical oils and superfoods. So it's supposed to leave the skin looking soft, plump, and dewy. And that's exactly what I want my skin to look like and my makeup to look like. So I am going to try this just like I am right now with no makeup on as a primer and just to see how this is on my skin alone. But then I'm also going to put my makeup on top of it and then set the foundation with this. So then we can see how it is as a primer and a setting spray. So I'm going to start out by doing a little practice spray to see how this mister is. Ooh, that's a really nice mister. It was a nice fine mist. And it was a big area, so even for this tiny little bottle, that's a really nice mister. I could definitely see myself holding onto this bottle and saving it to put in my purse and just filling it up with other setting sprays. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this all over my face. Oh yes, such a nice fine mist. And it does have a nice light florally scent to it that I'm noticing. Not too overpowering at all. But whoa, look at the sheen that gave to my skin. Wow, yeah, they said that this would leave a dewy finish, and it definitely does. Like, that really hydrated my skin. Like, that's actually a very noticeable difference in the texture and the finish of my skin. Like, my skin looks smooth. Like, it's hard to say if my skin looks more plump because it's not like I want my face to get any puffier or anything like that, but I think it does look youthful and hydrated. Wow. And it definitely, to the touch, feels super hydrated. There's a little bit of tackiness, not too much, but enough where I think that this will be a really good primer as well, because it's not too slippy and sleek that it's just going to cause the makeup to smudge and not sit. But I'm going to really put that to the test, because next I'm going to apply my e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation on top of this, and we'll see how my skin and my makeup really works with the TATCHA Luminous Dewy Skin Mist as my primer. So I just like to take 2 pumps onto the back of my hand. I always take 2 pumps of this so then we can really see how much coverage I get. And then with my Huda sponge, just like normal, I'm going to apply the foundation. Seems to be sticking to the spray primer really well. Seems to be blending nicely. This foundation is the foundation I always use when I try out different types of primer products, because this foundation really lets you see how your skin is. So it'll show any texture, it'll have more or less coverage depending on how tacky the skin is. But okay, so now I have it on half of my face, and it looks fantastic. It looks super smooth and skin-like, which is very impressive because this is the type of foundation where if my skin is kind of dry or there's any sort of texture from the primer, I will see the texture and I will see cakiness, but there is zero cakiness. This looks completely smooth on the skin and it looks hydrated. You can still see some sheen and dewiness to the skin shining through basically from that primer. So that looks awesome. I also seem to be getting a good amount of coverage with this 2 pumps. It seems to be sticking onto my skin really well and not sliding around. I also have large pores, especially along my cheeks here and my nose. So I'm very interested to see how the foundation is looking on top of those pores. I mean, this didn't claim to minimize pores or cover pores, so I can definitely see the texture of my pores like normal. So if I was using this as a primer and my large pores were a concern, I would still want to put more like a balm type of primer on top of my pores because this spray alone doesn't smooth out my pores enough. But just the smooth, hydrated texture of my skin is so impressive. You can still see that dewiness and radiance, which looks so good. Like my chin, which is the driest part of my face right now, looks completely hydrated. There's no cakiness. It's so impressive that my makeup already has the type of texture that I usually get after putting on the setting spray. So it's like my makeup is already dewy and hydrated. It's already melted in with my skin that I really don't even feel like I need to put on this setting spray to get that effect. But of course, I still am going to use the setting spray, and I'll put in the description down below my wear test results of how my makeup lasts with this setting spray. But that's just really impressive to me. I have not really experienced this with a setting spray that I've used as a primer that just made the makeup so hydrated and dewy and melted is kind of just like how I want to describe it. So skin-like, looks so good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add even more of that hydration and dewiness by applying this on top. Just take my giant fan. It really is such a light mist though, that it really doesn't drench my face at all, and it doesn't even feel really like I have to fan it, but it's just kind of habit to fan my face after I use a setting spray. But yeah, that did add some more shine and dewiness, but not too much. It's not like it made my skin look too shiny and greasy. It just added that perfect amount of sheen that it's already giving kind of a highlighted effect, kind of a glass skin effect is what I'm getting as well, because it looks like there's this smooth, shiny layer to my skin kind of. But oh my gosh, it seriously looks like there is no foundation on my skin whatsoever. It's just so melted in and smooth and skin-like, and that is what I'm trying to achieve when I wear foundation. I want it to look exactly like my skin. I don't want it to look like I have foundation on, and the mixture of this spray as my primer and my setting spray just turns the foundation into skin. It seriously looks so great. Like, I am holding my mirror up so close and you cannot see any texture. So this is seriously beautiful. It lives up to the hype. It seriously exceeded my expectations, in how great it looks on the skin. I'm so excited to see how this lasts throughout the day and see if my skin dries out or if it gets more greasy, if my makeup lasts all day. So definitely, like I said, check out the description down below because I will write up my wear test results. And if you have any questions on this, feel free to put those in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.